Hi guys, in this video lecture, I'm going to discuss about lookup caches in Informatica Power Center. So this is the important point about the lookup caches. So when you enable lookup cache inside the lookup transformation, then here integration service build a cache in the memory to store lookup data. And when integration service build the lookup cache in the memory, so it processes the first row of the data of this transformation and queries the cache of each row that enters the transformation. And if you don't enable, then the integration service queries the lookup source for each input. So each input then definitely that's degrade the session performance if the records are higher. And if you are using lookup cache, then this increases the session performance. So there are two types of data or lookup cache. One is data and index. Data cache there that's so do some calculation inside the cache memory, and index cache that's there to store the information about the data cache. Okay, so let's understand with the example. So I already created one mapping without any wasting times, I already have the mapping. So there you can see lookup is there, and this lookup cache that's enabled there. So lookup cache that's enabled, and there I'm using the relational table. So if I go there or there, I'm using the relational table, not the flat file. Here you can see countries that's lookup table is there. So if you're using file, so let's take there one lookup transformation and selecting their files. So this here you can see flat file is there. So let's select one file. Now if you double click, then here by default this lookup cache property that's always on. So because if you're using lookup cache enable, then definitely that increase the session performance. So with files or here this you can't disable, but if you are using relational table, then you can disable enable according to your requirement. And the next is, or thereafter I'm using this source is there. So source is flat file, and this flat file has huge number of records, maybe 16,000, and there I'm using the staff ID. So here you can see on this lookup transformation there is the condition staff ID, reason ID must be same, and here this is the reason ID. So the reason ID that's come from the lookup, and staff ID that's come from source qualifier. So the next is here you can see this properties. So lookup cache here this enable. Now thereafter let's go there, and this here you can see this is a session for this lookup, and m lookup caches here you can see this is the file dummy. So this is come from relational table, and target load plan that's so normal, and truncate option is there, and here you can see this is come from relational table, so that here gives the connection, and this is the property that's set it there. After that, now going to run this session. So session is running, and this completed on 4 seconds, within 4 second time that's completed there. So let's go on this get session log. So here you can see that's start 44, and if I scroll down, so 44, and here that's completed on 46. So only 2 second times that's taken there, 44, 46. Here going to write there 42 when enable. So when lookup cache enable, that start 42 second and completed on 46. And there is so many properties there. So let's see. So here you can see when you're using lookup cache, then you can get this. So here you can see lookup default query is there. This selecting all, making the order by automatically this making the order by reason ID. So here making the order by, so that definitely the session performance that's increased when you're using lookup cache. Here order by that's automatically, I didn't provide there, but it's automatically there. Then you can see index cache, data cache, index cache there. the data information is there, data cache for the calculation. Now, if I go scroll down, then this place you can see first row returned from the database to read. First row that's for read and rest after that this performing the queries operation. So queries operation, then here reader run completed. So query performance, then here you create the lookup cache, then here lookup table row 25 and cache 8. Okay, and here you can see created the new cache and data cache there. This is the size. And if I scroll down, here you can see the number of rows requested 1000, target based plan, writer, and after that here you can see load completed 16,000 rows that's loaded into the dummy table. So here after performing this all, here you can see the lookup that's file after performing the queries and this all, then you can see this cache file that's deleted there. Now the next is I'm going to disable the lookup cache. So when you are using relational table, then you can disable this. Apply, okay. Save that, and they are going to refresh the session. So session that's refreshed there. Now let's start the task. So here you can see this is running. This is taking time because I disabled the lookup cache property. Now let's go on this get session log. So this started on 58, not counting minute, counting the second, 58 second, 3, 57, 58. And if I go down, then this taken 6, 58, after that 6. So here 58, then here that's taken the 0, 6. So 58, here the next is 59, then 16, and after that you can count here 6. So total 8 seconds that's taken there. When you disable, then here session or completing time that's taken the 8 seconds. This here 42, 46, then this taken here 4 seconds. So if 16,000 rows are there, then this taking the double. If millions of records are there, definitely if you disable or lookup cache, then this take more times. Okay, so if you disable the lookup cache, then this take more times. Only 60,000 that's taken the double, and millions of records, then session running time that's take more. So that we need to use here, we need to enable the lookup cache for increasing the performance. Okay, and now let's check about this here. So when you disable the lookup cache, then you can see this is, I think, so when you disable lookup cache, here you can see this query you can get there. Lookup cache, none cache lookup, selecting this all, and here or this all, and order by making or this all. So here this order by is making this selecting this all. Okay, so when you disable all these properties, this query that's generated there on this lookup, when you disable that, okay. And here is no any information about the data cache and the index cache. So this is the thing about there. So again, what I'm trying to do, so this here, this is disable. Again, trying to run this, and now let's check the session running time. So this here, I disable the lookup cache. This completed starting on 51, completed on 1. So if I go there, here you can see lookup cache 53 is there. Now let's scroll down. Then this completed on 7. So 53 is 7, 8 second times that's taken there. But when I disable or this, sorry, enable this lookup cache. So when you enable this lookup cache, here you can see this all also enable data cache, index cache, this all. Let's apply and here save that, and let's refresh the mapping and now save that. Let's run this. So now, so this completed few second times. Okay, for few, okay, let's go there. Going to check the millisecond. Okay, sorry, not millisecond, second. 57, 55, that's come there. And now, so this completed on 55. Then you can see 57, only 2 second times that's taken when you enable the lookup cache. So this is the important point about there. So when you are using lookup cache, this enhance the session performance